In this video, we'll be trying out two jump starters from DBPower. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to RandomFix. And it's winter, and around winter time I get a lot of requests to do reviews on these portable jump starters. And this one right here is going to be the DBPower. This is going to be the bigger version, as it's rated at 1600 amps. And I have the smaller 1000 amp version right there as well. And in this video today, we're going to go ahead and really put this to the test. And yes, we are going to go and put this to the test by putting this on a load tester. And if you guys are new to the channel, just understand we're not going to do any fake reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this can actually jumpstart my Dodge Caravan on its own without any battery assistance at all. And I'll do the same thing with the smaller version as well. And towards the end of the video, I'll also give this a RandomFix tool grade so you guys can make a decision for yourself. Before we do that, let me go ahead and show you guys what's included in the box and show you guys a few differences between the 1600 amp version and the 1000 amp version. And so that way you guys can figure out which one might be a better fit for you. Let's take a look at what's included. We have the 1600 amp version and the 1000 amp version. And let's look at the 1600 amp version first. So you get the unit, you get the jumper leads, a charging wire. It is USB-C, which is definitely nice. Owner's manual, a nice soft shell case that has a little cheat sheet built in to make sure that you are not overloading the unit. And the 1000 amp version. Both units have the same contents. The box is slightly smaller as well as the case. If we look at the size difference, this is a little bit shorter. However, this one has a few extras, including the compass. And one thing I actually like about the bigger unit is going to be that compass. And let's just say it is beyond a jump start. There's something wrong with the car or it's out of fuel. And I call for AAA. Sometimes I ask you what direction you're facing. So I can easily look down at the compass and figure out the direction the vehicle is facing. And it would make it easier for them to find me. The compass is definitely something that can be useful in the right situations. Now let's look at the layout of the unit. We have an on and off button and also a power button. This side has the flashlight. And on this end, we have the input for the jumper leads to go into. And before you ask, yes, both units use the same exact jump leads, so they are interchangeable. Although both of the jumper leads look identical, upon closer inspection, the 1600 amp version actually has thicker wires, 8 gauge wire, and the 1000 amp version has 10 gauge wire. And it has a nice diagram at the very bottom with the status description. And one thing that I like that they've done is, even though this has a lot of safety features built in, they also include two different size leads. So the negative lead here is going to be a little bit shorter versus the positive lead. And this will give you better flexibility when you're trying to connect this to your battery or your jumper ports. It also has the strobe light, which is really nice in case your vehicle breaks down. You can go ahead and place this on the back of the vehicle if your hazards are not working, or maybe you're around a weird corner and you want to make sure your vehicle doesn't get hit. This is very nice for that. And to turn off the strobe feature, you want to double click it, and a long press will turn the flashlight off. A single press will change modes. And now let's take a look at the quality of the flashlight at nighttime. This is the light. It doesn't go very far, but if you're looking to jumpstart your vehicle, you could definitely see underneath the engine compartment. And this is definitely visible even from far away. So I have placed it on top of my vehicle, and that would definitely get my attention on a dark road. The main differences between the two units, besides the compass and the strobe light, is the fact that this can charge 3 devices at once, whereas this only charges 2 devices. It doesn't have the LCD screen, and this has a smaller power bank And the power capacity of the 1000 amp version is stated at 47.36 watt hours versus a 63.64 watt hour capacity on the larger unit. Now let's go ahead and charge up some devices. I've already tried this out on my own. I used it to power up a phone and also an Amazon tablet. Let's see if this can actually handle the 3 devices at once. Now I am charging 3 devices at once. I have an Android phone, the Amazon tablet, and my wireless microphone. And I am getting a message down here that this is not fast charging. Let me try a different wire. Again, same message appears. And this is able to charge up 3 devices because this has 2 USB-A rectangular ports, just like that. And one shows to be a smart port, and then the other one says output. And the USB-C is shown as in and out. So you can charge through this port and you can also discharge through this port. And on the smaller unit, you have the same 2 USB-A rectangular ports. However, the USB-C is just a discharge port. This has a nice LCD display, and this has the 4 LED lights up top to indicate the state of charge. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, as I really do put a lot of effort into making these videos, and I try to give you guys a nice perspective and show you guys real content instead of just faking that my card's battery is dead, because that is never fun, especially if you rely on my review and you go to use the unit and it does not work for you. I'll leave you guys links to anything I find helpful in the video description box down below, as well as at the end of the video. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, as it really helps YouTube know that I'm bringing you guys valuable content, and it means the world to me. Thank you again. Now that we know what's included in the box, I'm going to go and disconnect the negative here on my vehicle, and I'm going to connect the DBPower Jump Starter, and it's not going to get any assistance from this battery. And I'm going to see if the 1600 amp version here can jump start this on its own, and I'll show you guys how to use this. In the real world, you always want to jumpstart your vehicle with the battery connected. These units are not substitutes for batteries. I just want to show the power effectiveness of the DB unit when I'm jumpstarting the vehicle. To use these portable jump packs is very easy. All you want to do is find the jumper lead cover, pull that to the side, plug this in, and you'll notice that the green light will automatically start flashing. And with the green light flashing, it is powered up to go and jumpstart your vehicle. I like to always connect the positive first, and once the positive is connected, I will then connect to the negative here. And if you heard that little click, that means the unit is fully powered on now. And let's see if this can actually jumpstart the vehicle on its own. It is not getting any battery power at all. So let's try this out. The car has power inside. The unit is cycling. And there we go. The unit has jump started the vehicle on its own. And now let's try the smaller version to see if this can do the same. And to jump start the vehicle on the bigger version here, it took about 3% of the power, which was definitely impressive. And jump starting your vehicle again with the DBPower is as easy as 1, 2, and 3. In your case, you would be connecting to the negative. On this one, I'm going to go straight to the battery, and we have this connected. The light is solid, which means it has a good contact. And let's try this out. So there we go. Even the smaller unit jump started the vehicle without any issues. And once the vehicle is started, you want to go ahead and disconnect the negative, then the positive. And if I didn't mention earlier in the video, this does have reverse polarity protection. So in case I get this backwards, the unit will not engage power. As you notice right now, the light is flashing green. And if I happen to do it backwards, it will turn red and you'll hear that noise. Great design, and it has auto boost, and there's nothing that you need to do. The unit takes care of everything for you, including all the safety features. This is definitely looking good, especially for the size. This is not a really big unit and delivers a lot of power. This is a bigger V6, and I happen to live in a colder climate area, and the weather today is about 40 degrees. And the power level on the smaller unit is still showing full. And when the jumper leads are connected to a battery without the portable unit, you'll notice that the light does not turn green. And that means this has some really nice electronics built into it and a lot of safety mechanisms that normally are self-activated on other units. And this has everything built in, and there's less for you to worry about when you are having to jump start your vehicle, and you're less likely to make a mistake. And this is why you want a portable jump starter in the back of your vehicle. In case you get stuck outside on a day like this, you want to get inside your vehicle and get it started to get yourself home, as it's been raining for the last 12 hours, and we also even had some hail. So stay dry and stay powered. And now let's go ahead and try out the torture test. We're going to put this on a load tester, and I've been going through a lot of these load testers. These units have gotten more powerful as the years have gone by, and as I showed earlier in the video, this unit has enough power to jumpstart my V6 engine on its own. So these units are definitely packing a lot of cold cranking amps, and I really like what they've done with the ease of these units, and they've almost made them fail proof. And before you ask, I'm trying this load tester versus my car, because if I did this to my car enough times, I would eventually have to replace the starter, and there's no way I can go ahead and simulate a no crank for this long unless I want to do a lot of work. So step one, connect the leads, connect to positive, and then connect to negative. And I have a digital amp clamp here, and I'm going to put this on the negative wire so we can monitor how many amps are going through the unit. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 seconds for the bursts and see how well this unit does. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the unit shut off after 3 seconds. I'll give it a few seconds break, and we'll try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far we are 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And the amp clamp is displaying about 109 amps going through the load tester here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this unit is definitely not able to hold up a 10 or 20 second load test, and that's okay, because it's not stating that it can go ahead and crank out 6,000 or 3,000 cold cranking amps. It's rated at 1,800 amps, and the way that most cars are started is they need a sudden boost of power for 1 to 2 seconds to get it started. So this is definitely delivering that. Let's see if we can get at least a 5-second squeeze out of here. Power on the unit is showing at 88%. So you always want to make sure you have at least 50%. And I'm waiting for this to cycle back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got another 4 seconds out of it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is definitely performing well. The heating coil is nice and hot, but it's definitely not able to do a 10 or 20 second load test. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one thing to notice on the load tester here is that it's actually holding voltage near 12 volts, which is definitely impressive. And let's see if the unit still has any power. It's still showing 88% on the unit. When I unplugged it, now it's down to 85% on its own, 84%. And now let's try out the smaller unit. Smaller unit power test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, both units have definitely exceeded my expectation. A few times I thought I broke the unit, and I just let it rest for a few minutes, and the unit fired back up, and I'm liking this so far. Now is my favorite part of the video. This is where I'm going to go ahead and give this a RandomFix tool grade so you can decide for yourself. Stay tuned. Before I start, I do want to thank the vendor for sending me both of these units. I've really enjoyed using these, and I'm actually surprised by the quality and how foolproof the units actually were, as connecting them was as easy as 1, 2, 3, and I didn't have to go click any buttons, plug the leads in, and the unit turns on, and it's got the reverse polarity protection that I like. And as far as the power capacity, it has enough to go ahead and get your vehicle started, and also use it when you go camping to power up your devices. And there's a couple of things that I actually would change about the unit if I could. One of them would be I would give it a little bit more power. So when I tried to do the load tester, I was only able to get 5 seconds out of it. On some other units, I have pushed it into 20 seconds and even 40 seconds of a single run. And these did not deliver that sort of power. However, I understand because these units don't state that they're delivering 6,000 amps of power. So that makes sense, and they're giving you a lot of value for what you're getting. And if you throw this in the back of your vehicle, you're going to be able to start your vehicle without any issues. You do need a 50% charge to go ahead and use this. And now I'm going to go ahead and display for you guys the score for this. The score I'm going to go and give this is an 81 out of 100. And that's actually a really good score considering the price and what the unit delivers and the ease of it. And if there was something in the video I did not mention, please comment down below, as I would love to incorporate that in for you into a future video. I'll leave you guys any special coupon codes in the video description box down below, and also at the end of the video there'll be a clickable thumbnail. You can go and click on it, and it'll take you straight to the learn more section about these two units. And my personal favorite out of these two is going to be the bigger unit. So I like the additional power to take this with you to places such as camping, and the fact that this can charge 3 devices at once versus just the 2 on the smaller unit. Overall, this is a great quality product, and I highly recommend getting one of these if you don't already have one in your car. And I'll leave you guys those links at the end of the video. Make it a great day. Thank you.